Bro, I swear on God, you on that book shit. This shit's so warm, baby. Is that my voice?
Right, hello. Today we're going to be doing a bit of a different video. I've actually got a webcam working this time. We're going to be doing Odd Man Out on the Jubilee channel. 6 introverts versus 1 secret extrovert. So I have to guess which one is the extrovert. So I'm going to make the original guess now.
We brought together 7 introverts.
I am an introvert.
I'm an introvert.
I'm an introvert.
I am an introvert.
I'm an introvert.
I'm an introvert.
I'm an introvert.
1 is a liar. If the group discovers who the liar is, they'll split a cash prize. If the liar survives, he or she wins the entire prize. This is Odd Man Out.
Right, immediately. So guessing the extrovert out of these introverts. I think it could be the end one on the right of the screen. So yeah, the lady on the right. Right, let's get into it. See, I get this. They're all supposed to be introverts, aren't they? So they ain't gonna speak to each other. Silent round. So we're looking for who seems the most uncomfortable. They're all looking at each other. There's not really a lot to tell here. I'm not very good at reading body language. Yeah, they all look very uncomfortable here, I'll be honest. Especially the lad on the third to the right. Yeah, the second lad in from the right. He looks uncomfortable. The girl third from the left, that looks like she might be putting it on. Jeez, this is so awkward, man. This is so awkward.
The speed silence round was really awkward because I just felt like everybody was like trying to look into my soul and like determine if I was an introvert or not.
What was that even more? So everyone thinks it's the middle lady. Oh wow. He was one of my first guess as well, so...
Oh my god. Okay. Physically, or the way my mannerisms are, I come off as an extrovert, so yeah, expect it. And I think it's funny too, because you put a bunch of introverts in a box and expect them to be like, you know, picking people out, and it's like, nah, we're not, we don't do that.
No, I get that.
Hi.
Like this is very fitting.
I know.
Right.
What do you guys like to do, like when you guys have free time for yourselves?
They're introverts.
I like to watch TikTok.
Just like me.
Take my
like,
dog to the dog park, stuff like that.
Same
For
on
me, being
Instagram.
introverted is how I gain
TikTok.
my energy, and I gain energy from having alone time and being able to recharge and focus on getting myself back to a place where I can interact with people.
When I have free time, I like to paint sometimes, like go to the beach or hike.
Yeah, I really like running and hiking, like spending time in nature.
So that's interesting, because the stereotypical introvert would not do any of those things, and these two are outdoors, so that makes me suspicious of these two. A lot of people have voted Emma as well, the middle lady. So I might change my vote later on.
Well, I love to like watch Netflix, and then I also like writing as well. It's like kind of like my creative outlet, I guess. Yeah.
I don't think it's him. He seems like a pretty stereotypical introvert. That's great.
I just like chill at home, watch like YouTube videos.
When I'm not doing anything, I just kind of want to be like, nobody bother me, nobody like knock on my door. Just
I feel that.
Blinds shut, door locked. My strategy going into the game was to just like maybe pick up on like the way that people were like standing, or like just the way people held themselves, if they came across as more like confident or more sure of themselves.
Do you guys prefer like calling or like texting people?
Texting all the way.
See, that makes me think it's her still though, because she's asking questions obviously she knows the answer to. Does make me think that she might be the extrovert.
I like that you can think of what you're gonna say
Exactly.
before you write it, and then you send it, and you can
like
on the
call
notes
me,
app?
like no one tell me they're gonna call me. I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna, like I'm in the bathroom.
I think I did talk a lot at first because I was trying to just say something so I wasn't voted off too early.
That's probably the worst approach though.
What do you guys
Supposed
think
to be
is
an
like, the
introvert, so
hardest part
stereotypically
of
shy.
an introvert?
Meeting new people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried like kind of opening myself up. I've been in school for like 5 years. My only friend is like my friend from high school. So like didn't work out so well.
Yeah.
For me, like giving speeches and like public speaking. Oh my god, I had a speech yesterday in my class. It did not go well. I just freak out. Like
For me, it's like in large group settings feeling overlooked or like not considered, since I'm not immediately like vocal about all my opinions and stuff. So like I'm thinking about it and like composing my thoughts and want to say stuff, but you know, sometimes in those situations like everyone talks over and then the moment goes away.
yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
See, that's interesting. I still think it might be the lady on the right. I can't remember her name. But Emma seems to be trying way too hard, so it very well could be her. Yeah, I was expecting that. Surprised someone voted Alex.
Between Emma and Maya.
Right, okay.
I feel like I'm very friendly and bubbly, and that maybe came across as like outgoing, so they maybe pinpointed me for that.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Are we starting? Have you guys ever done any like the personality test?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
It is.
What was your guys' like?
Myers-Briggs signs? Okay, I'm an INFJ. Yeah.
Okay, I think mine is the same. Like the advocate.
Yeah.
I don't know like the letters, but it's turbulent mediator, I believe, or something like that. I think it's like INFPT or something like that. Yeah.
I'm an INFP too.
Oh, okay,
So,
cool.
yeah.
Cool.
Wait, no, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I mean, I know
Yeah, I
that
think
might
it's
look
her.
suspect, but I really don't know. Yeah. But when they started talking about like IF or I don't know the order, I
Fair
was
though, I'm
seriously
an introvert and
clueless,
I'd
so I
fail
thought
this.
I was gonna be out once they started doing that.
So like, what do you guys think you struggle with the most with being like an introvert? Like, it's
Like a misconception?
yeah, because like that's what I'm. Yeah, I don't know words.
I would say for me, they just assume that like I hate people. Like I've been told a lot that I seem intimidating at first, since I'm so like reserved and I have like my shell.
Like the reason I brought it up is because like a lot of people assume like I'm not confident, and like they're like, oh, you just need to be more outgoing, and I'm like, I'm really confident in myself. Like I know who I am, but that doesn't mean like I can't be introverted at the same time.
Just because you're an introvert doesn't mean you're like a complete hermit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody's on a spectrum, so people aren't 100% an introvert or 100% an extrovert. We all have like tendencies of both. Because like if you think about it, there are very few things in the world where like somebody's 100% one thing.
I actually do talk a lot.
Yeah.
Like with like my close friends, like with my family, like.
I don't shut up. Like
Yeah,
the people I'm comfortable with, I don't shut up. But like outside.
See, I definitely don't think it's the two on the left. I think those two are definitely introverts. But again, I think we've got the extrovert out, and that's what we've done. But yeah, carry on.
Like social public places, I'm more reserved. And with strangers too, I just like don't. But yeah.
Yeah, same. Like, I feel like I need my energy, so I don't like to give that out too much, but I don't want people, like you were saying, to think that.
You can feel the tension just by watching this. They all think it's her. She's getting voted out.
Like, we're boring people, you know, because we can have fun.
Oh yeah, I lied. No, yeah, no, sorry. It's her that I think we should vote out. For some reason, it didn't clock that she hadn't been voted out.
But it just depends on who we're with, so.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm like really emotional though, so like with my close friends, I like let all of it out. But then with people I'm not really like close with, it's just like silent.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I voted for Alex because I could see him at a party, like having fun. He just kind of had a bubbly personality to me.
When I'm like surrounded by other introverts, I'll notice I'll be the one to just kind of like step up and talk more. So I think maybe people saw that I was being like, I was a little bit more comfortable within the group. So like kind of saw that as maybe like an extrovert.
Raise your hand if you have any doubt and would like to continue the game.
So, dating. How do you guys go about dating?
It's hard. I have a girlfriend, but we're both introverts and we're both really independent. We know like when to give each other space, and like we know that it doesn't mean that we don't care or love each other less. It just means like we need to recharge. Like we don't have to constantly talk all the time, and like we both really respect that. So
I don't know, dating for me is hard. I need to put myself out there more because I'm like, I want to date, you know, like I want to find somebody, but at the same
You just know they think it's it must have been those two that voted her.
time, it's just that like meeting up part, and it's just like,
Oh, sorry, one of the two. Because obviously Alex was the other one.
like I don't want to do it, you know? How
I'm
about
not
you?
like good with like approach. Well, I usually don't approach people, but like when I get approached, I have a bad habit of like ghosting or just like.
It's the ghosting part.
Not like just lagging a lot. They're like, you want to go out? And I'm like, sure. And I'm like, 20 minutes before, I'm like, sorry, I can't.
You like your
I'm
space, right?
Yeah, so I hate clinginess. So like, I wouldn't want to spend time with someone like every day,
Same.
maybe. And I don't even have time for it, so.
Exactly. I like being able to be to myself and do what I want on my free time without anybody getting offended of why I don't want them around, you know? So yeah, but I'm trying to work on that.
She just seemed very calm to me. As for mostly everyone else, she seemed more nervous and kind of anxious.
Do you guys deal with like anxiety or anything
Oh yeah,
like
all the
that?
time. Like at the moment. Like yeah.
Do you guys have like a method for anxiety, like how to calm down? Like how do you guys recharge?
I'm still looking for one. Like I have a really hard time like coming down when I'm really anxious. So it's like hard for me because I shut down.
You know, if it's one of those two on the left, like I have been done in because those two just seem like pretty typical introverts.
Down completely. Like I can't talk or anything when I'm really anxious. So it's mostly like just me sitting and like staring at a wall.
Yeah, for me it's like music or just kind of like deep breathing.
Yeah, same. Like the way I go to sleep, because I have like insomnia, like I can't go to sleep. And so like I'll play like the meditation music on YouTube, and it kind of just like mellows me out because I overthink a lot, and that's what keeps me up at night.
I think she's built it up.
I feel like I have them already. Like,
I look like somebody who like engages and is social and out there. So I thought in the first round that people would vote me off just off of the first look, but I was surprised that I stayed so long.
Raise your hand if you have any doubt and you think the mole is still in the box.
there we go. This. My vibes are like.
If the lights turn green, you voted the mole out. If the lights turn red, the mole is still in the box and you lose.
I hope it's good. What the fuck?
What?
Reaching the last round and losing was really
Oh, wow.
heartbreaking.
I was pretty upset because I thought we had it. I thought we had them all out.
I'm really sorry.
You're the
She did a really good job.
That was really hard.
All I do is talk.
Wow.
And not being able to talk was painful.
I've never been so fooled in my life.
Oh my god.
I just want to say I was like very sincere about my answers. Like I do feel that way about introverts. Like I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions. Like I feel bad.
Damn.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
I'm
can tell
100%
now
on
she's
the
talking
extrovert
about-
side.
What?
I'm an ENFJ.
My number one passion is communication and like meeting people
Oh,
and getting to know them.
She wasn't lying about the personality test, I suppose.
And that gives me like more energy than anything. Like I could spend every single day with someone.
don't know what to do.
One of the biggest misconceptions about being like an introvert or being extrovert, for introverts, you typically think someone who's antisocial, someone who's generally like, very quiet. But what it really means is that we as introverts just get energy from ourselves. Like we need to, like if we need some space, we get that from reading a book or, you know, watching some Netflix, as they were saying.
Being introverted to me means
I just play games. That's all I do. That's why I like making videos out of it. I play that many games, I can just record.
means just being able to like have a small circle and being comfortable with that. You don't really need like too many interactions with a lot of people.
I came to this show to kind of represent another type of introvert. I wanted to represent more extroverted introverts and show that like it's perfectly fine that if you don't fit like every single, like if you don't check off every single trait that an introvert's like supposed to be.
Okay, cool.
You don't want your money?
Oh, yeah. Do I just like collect it?
Sometimes I'll see another.
Right, I mean that was interesting. Thank you for watching, and cue the outro.
Dripping like a school. On a forward school. Baby gonna screw. She funny with it. Cool. V5